You're listening to Pod with me.
Ready.
On this episode,
He would hang with me. Nobody would talk to me. I look weird. 4 eyes. We arrived at grad night. They didn't want me to hang around with them. Don't remember taking the final, and I went to a hospital, and I was in coma for a couple of months. My father just gave me a big whipping with a metal belt. Oh, I was watching gay porn, and he caught me.
Let's get a sound check.
Are you ready to pod?
Let's go.
all right, welcome to the pod, Matt. Matt is here to tell us his story. He's been bullied and rejected practically throughout all his life, and he lacks confidence. He needs confidence in his life. We need to build that confidence. And part of it is telling your story and letting it go. So tell me, when did it all start for you? When did you first start being bullied? When did you see or feel that this is not going right for you?
It's all started in elementary school. With kids bullying me.
So what would they do to you?
Like, tell me to sit somewhere else in the cafeteria, good stuff.
So they would tell you to sit somewhere else.
Yeah.
Nobody would hang with you? Did you have any friends?
Nobody would hang with me. Nobody would talk to me. I look weird. 4 eyes. I talk weird. So.
The works.
Yeah, the works, basically.
So did you ever make a friend in school?
It got better in middle school.
So this was elementary?
Yeah, this was elementary. So all throughout my elementary school, except 5th grade, when I started making friends. Yeah.
All right. So now you're 36 and you're still thinking about that. So it must have been a big impact at such a young age for you to still be carrying this with you.
Yes, but something more traumatic happened in high school.
Okay, tell us about that.
Just before grad night, I was hanging with a couple of friends, and I accidentally...
Where were you at?
At lunch.
You were at lunch hanging out with some friends.
Yes, and I accidentally called some other friend who's not in that school anymore. Okay,
wait a second. So you were... Hold on, before you say it. You were sitting down with friends in the cafeteria.
Yes.
And there was someone visiting the school that's not there no more?
No. She went to other school because of
because of the situation. But wait, before we get there, you were sitting right before grad night. You were in the cafeteria hanging out with some friends.
Yes.
Okay. And then describe to me what was happening when you were there, you were eating, and what happened. What did you see?
We were discussing a situation about this girl. I'm not going to just call her Lily, okay, for now. And I called Lily a bitch. And from that on, my friends were just decided to, I don't know, plan something.
Okay, so all right.
Probably.
So why would you call her a bitch? What happened?
I don't know.
Did she bully you?
Exactly.
But wait, rewind.
Okay.
What made you want to call her a bitch?
Okay, I'll rewind. Okay. Right before this happened, we were hanging out in Town and Country, and there were not enough seats for everyone, so the driver, who was her, just left me out, and I had to walk like...
All right, hold on. So you were... Hold on. So right before you called her a bitch at the cafeteria, you were out with some friends...
Yes.
At a mall or whatever, and you were there, and then it was time to go home.
Yes.
But there was too many people in the car, so she left you out.
Yes.
And how far were you from home?
Like about 3 miles, I guess.
Okay, so that you were like, you couldn't believe it. You were this bitch.
Yeah.
She was a bitch. She left you out.
Yeah, so at lunch.
So was she supposed to throw out somebody else? How did that work? Were you close to her? Did she take you?
No, she didn't take me. I had to walk the 3 miles back home.
No, I'm saying, did she take you to the mall?
Not that I remember.
Okay. And were you was she part of the group, of your group? Were you friends with her?
Yes, she was an acquaintance, not a friend. because I
Okay,
didn't
so
know her
were
that
her
much.
immediate friends in the car?
Yes, who were also my friends.
So in that situation, let's turn things around. If you were sitting in that car and you were the driver,
Yeah.
and your immediate friends were there, but there was someone you really didn't know and they were coming in, what would you tell the person?
I would trust my friends that they know him already. And, he has to walk 3 miles. That's just, take him home. What's a big deal?
So you would fit in the car.
Yeah.
Oh,
But she just,
She didn't want to fit you in the car.
yeah.
They don't want to take you.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right, I see. And how long later was the cafeteria situation?
Like a week later.
Oh, 3 weeks later. Okay, so
A week later.
oh, a week later. Okay, so you were sitting in the cafeteria. There she comes all of a sudden.
She wasn't going to our school at then.
Oh, she wasn't in your school?
No.
She was visiting.
Because it's just districts were split up, she had to go to our other school.
Okay. And why was she there that day?
She wasn't there. I was just
Oh,
telling my
got it.
friend
So you
that she acted like a bitch because she left me out and then made me walk 3 miles.
so they were very close to her eventually because they got upset.
Yes, they were very close to me. Or, sorry.
If you were to go back in time now, would you have called her a bitch to her friends?
No.
Okay.
Because that situation won't happen, which I'm going to tell you.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned that she was a bitch to them,
Yes.
and then
They started pushing me off very slowly, which I didn't notice at first, but they eventually really pushed me off at grad night. Okay.
push you off, meaning like stop hanging out with you.
Yes. I had to go. There were buses, right, that carrying everybody.
All right. So you they stopped hanging out with you little by little because you would hang out with them every day. I mean, you would hang out with them after school or something.
Every day, they were like really good friends for me,
Okay. And then they stopped calling you. And then, but they would hang out with her too, right?
Yeah, but yeah,
Okay.
probably. I don't know.
All right. So maybe they were uncomfortable bringing you along
Yeah.
with her there. Okay. So, all right. So that happened. They start pushing you, but why would they be the ones to decide what bus you go in? I don't understand that one. Isn't the bus driver the boss?
I don't know what happened. It just, like at the last moment, they probably told the teacher that they didn't want me to be on that bus, so please put him on another bus, something like that.
Is this an everyday bus that takes you home?
No, it was to grad night.
Oh, to grad night. Okay, rewind everything, guys. All right, hold on. So then, all right. So then grad night comes, which is a graduation gift that the whole school goes to Disney World or something.
Yeah, Universal.
Universal Studios. Okay. Well, back in the day, it was Disney for me. But anyway, so tell me, grad night comes. It's a big thing for high school students because here in Florida, because they all get to go in buses to Orlando, which is 4 hours away. We're in Miami, and they get to enjoy Universal Studios all through the night, and then they come back home. All right, and party, and they do parties and stuff. All right, so it's a big thing for seniors in high school, and it was a big thing for you because you were excited, you're ready to go on the bus, and you think your friends are gonna go with you. And was it last minute you found out you were put on a different bus away from them?
Yes, it was last minute. And that hurt me. But the thing that preceded it hurt me more. I'll continue with the story. Okay, when we arrived at grad night, I was approached by some friend that they didn't want me to hang around with them. And basically, it shut me off. and they did their own thing, and I just walked the park alone all night.
And there was no other friend or any other group that you would hang
I
out?
just walked alone at night and just...
Nobody asked you, come with us?
Nope. I just rode the rides alone.
Okay. So
That was very traumatic for me, so...
Okay. And you were very close to them?
Yes, I was.
Okay. Here we are all these years later, and it looks like it happened yesterday.
Yeah.
When you speak about it. It really did hurt you. Sometimes people don't know, and kids, you were kids, you were teenagers, and it's different.
Yeah.
Maybe now that same group will say something differently. Maybe they will tell you something. But if they were listening now to you, if they would be listening now to you, what would you tell them?
Wow. I would say that I forgive them. Yeah. Even though I still hold it in, I forgive them.
They probably would tell you sorry because they're adults.
Yeah.
And they were teenagers. So many factors that go into it, man. You can't really hold that in from a time where when we're teenagers, we think we could live forever, say whatever, and there's no consequences.
Yeah.
Correct. And it's a free, it's a free soul type of feeling. And to your adults, people mature, people change, people don't think the same, people, So I am positive that they would say, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Yeah. So, that's why it's important for you to leave that in the past, because you're talking about it like if it happened yesterday and you're still holding on to it. So the best thing you can do is that realize that they will say, honestly, if they were here, they would say, I'm sorry, and ask for your forgiveness.
Maybe you want them to say, I'm sorry, but because we went our separate ways, I wouldn't know if they would be really sorry.
I think they will. I think it's a stage in life, and I think they're adults now.
Yeah.
I think they will realize what they did and feel terrible about it.
Yeah.
They probably have no clue you were alone the whole night. They probably, they don't realize the impact it had in you. And I'm sure that they would say, I'm sorry. People change after high school.
Yeah. I agree. I 100% agree with that. And I'm still working on trying to forgive them 100%.
I think you should forgive them, because the only way to let go of stuff is by forgiving, and that's it. Let it go.
Yeah. I hardly think about this anymore, so that's a good thing, I guess.
That's great, and you shouldn't think about it anymore.
No.
Okay, so after your traumatic experience roaming Grad Night alone over there at Universal Studios, those terrible friends that switched buses on you.
Yes.
All right, that you no longer are going to carry with you, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, after that happened, you went into a kind of a depressed mode, right?
Yes. And I went to see a psychiatrist. And
what advice did that psychiatrist give you?
just get over it. And also prescribed me antidepressants.
And how did you feel being on antidepressants?
I feel they were not working.
What was your mood? What were you feeling?
I was just feeling down all the time, and while taking them,
Aren't they supposed to bring you up?
Yeah, I saw no improvement, so I stopped. And in the process of taking them, he prescribed me a higher dose because I was taking lower doses, and I told him it was not working. So he prescribed me a higher dose, and I stopped taking them altogether. So one day, my mother found out I was not taking them. So I was forced to take a high dosage, and in the middle of finals, my first class, was Italian, and I don't remember taking the final, and I went to a hospital, and I was in coma for a couple of months.
What?
Because of the high dosage of antidepressants.
Oh my goodness. So you were how many months in a coma?
3.
3 months. What was the medicine? What was the
I don't remember. It starts with a Z, but it's not Zoloft. It was something else. I forgot.
and what did that psychiatrist reaction to this? What did he have to say?
I don't remember exactly. And I at that time, I didn't care. Usually I was only caring about myself. At that time, I was I was thinking, my parents will take care of that.
Well, weren't you upset
After.
that
Yes,
of the dosage?
I was upset.
So
my mother just forcing me to take a high dosage, and she regrets it now, and I should have known too.
Let me ask you something. So you come out of this coma, weren't you upset at, besides your mom was just doing what the doctor said, weren't you upset at the doctor?
Yeah, but she should have noticed that I stopped it for a long time, and I should have took a lower dosage, not the high dosage. And
But who told her to take the high dosage?
the guy who's subscribed me.
The doctor. Doctors knows best.
Yeah.
So I believe, I'm sorry to get involved here, but I believe that you shouldn't have gotten mad at your mom at all. She's trying to make you better. She wants the best for you.
No. Yeah.
So wouldn't you think that she'll listen to the doctor?
I agree. Yes, should be.
She was at that time she thought she was doing what was best for you because the doctor said it.
Yes, exactly.
There's no right for you to get mad at her.
I should be mad at the doctor.
Correct. And want to know why.
And why?
Did you sue the doctor?
No. I left that towards my parents, and
you stayed mad at your mom. It doesn't make sense.
No, I didn't stay mad at her.
Okay, good.
I'm not mad at her anymore. She regretted.
All right, because she thought she was doing what was best for you.
Yeah, and I forgave her, and then that's it. Move on from it.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you were never curious to see what happened with the doctor? Did they do anything?
No, I don't really know, and I don't press that subject.
Oh, so you let that go, but not the bus incident?
I know, that's weird, right? Oh my gosh.
That's a bigger thing than the bus.
Yeah,
that silly bus incident.
Yeah.
So you were in a coma. When you woke up from that coma, how did you? What did they tell you?
They told me I had to learn how to walk again, which was a mission, but I succeeded. And
great.
And I missed prom and.
Okay, so it was right after grad night.
It was. Yeah, right after grad night.
Because then comes prom. Okay, so you're mad at that, but not at the doctor that put you in the coma. You see what I'm trying to tell you?
For me, at that time...
Babe, you were so traumatized by that experience, and those same people were going to be there.
I shouldn't have thought that way, but I was a teenager, and I thought, that's one of his stepping stones of becoming adult. You go to prom, and you go...
Not everybody goes to prom.
Yeah, I know, but in my head, I thought that at the time.
You're still thinking it. You need to also let prom go.
And not anymore. I think prom is bullshit.
So now, you're 36 years old. Now, this is a long time ago.
Yeah.
What has happened to you after that?
Oh, okay. I don't mind saying this on air, but my father just gave me a big whipping with a metal belt. No, I was watching gay porn and he caught me.
So you were watching gay porn? That's how you came out of the closet?
Yes.
You were watching gay porn?
Yeah, in the late 90s. No, not late 90s. 2002. Yeah, I was watching gay porn. He found out and he gave me a good whooping.
Wow. So after that whooping, what did he say?
Equal time. Basically, that be with women and men. Basically, that's what he wanted me
He
to.
wanted you to be.
Bisexual, I guess.
That was his response.
Yes.
Equal time, girl and boys.
Yes.
Maybe. Do you think he's bisexual?
No.
Okay. So, all right. So that happened. And after that, I mean, I think all of us, most gay guys go through that. Go through a tough time.
Yeah.
Some get thrown out of the house. Were you thrown out of the house?
Yes, and I was
Messing around in the house?
yes with a ex of mine, and she found out, so she just kicked me out for
Your mom.
for like 3 days or something. I had to spend the time with my best friend.
So you had somewhere to go.
Yeah, I had somewhere to go.
Okay. Good. All right. So, yeah, that happens. I mean, you called for it because, some parents are cool. They have a different look at it.
Yeah.
They'd rather you be there than out somewhere doing it. But many parents, especially older parents, will want respect in their house.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't want that going on in their house. No. So I think, my sister, I had to chaperone my sister. Look at that. And that was tough. So, I mean, I think that's part of growing up, part of a transition. So I don't see that as a traumatic experience.
No, not at all. I'm not saying that affected me at all.
All right. So what is the main stuff that's made you insecure about yourself?
By the gay community, I feel like I'm being rejected by the gay community.
Why would you say that?
Let's see. Only had one good relationship. Not one good relationship, but only lasted like a year.
It looks like you've had hanky-panky at your mom's. You've had a good relationship.
My sex life, I mean, I'm not complaining, but...
Okay, then what's going on here?
In the love life, like, relationship, and I only had one major relationship, and I'm 36, and it only lasted a year.
There's people that are actually 50 and had never had one either.
Yeah, and that just has me worried. Nobody wants to die alone, so...
Well, that's what's the problem right there.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem is that you're worried, and and that's how you're focused on, and that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, and I feel like...
Let it go.
Rejected by the gay community because...
No, you cannot put a whole community on because some guys reject you.
I feel rejected by the gay community.
You feel rejected by guys, period.
Yes, exactly.
Now
By guys, okay? Yeah, by other guys, because...
Why do you think they reject you?
Let's see, I'm too short, I'm too chubby.
There's chubby chasers.
I have a speech impairment, I talk weird.
No guys, anybody, gay or straight, they don't like inconfident people.
Yes.
And that rubs off, and then that's why you have no chances. So you have to be a little bit more confident. That's it. How do you see yourself 5 years from now? Knowing all this knowledge, working through your problem, letting it go. How do you see yourself?
I see myself as a more confident person. More doors will open for me because of that confidence. And not feeling sorry for myself all the time, not having a dark cloud following me everywhere I go.
Yep, because everybody sees it. Nobody wants to be with someone with a dark cloud.
Yeah, it's like that Peanuts guy who's dirty and he has a
Did you say penis?
cloud.
Peanuts?
Peanuts.
Oh, peanuts.
Charlie Brown, that character.
Oh, got it, yeah.
That character who has because he's dirty, there's a dust that follows him everywhere around. Basically, that's me, and the dirt is my insecurities.
Like everybody, I think everybody carries their own dirt,
and I need to just wash it off. And
and you will. All right, Matt. One more thing. Don't fall
off the pod.
Hey podheads, can't get enough of the pod? You can always go to your app store and download the Pod With Me app. And if you want to comment on any of the episodes, you can also check us out and follow us on our social media under Pod With Me AJA. And remember, you can always listen to the pod in any podcast app. I'm Alex J. Aguilar, and until next time.